welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. I'm very excited to have all of you today. Look, we are going to learn how to make this beautiful poncho. I will teach you a new technique that I'm sure that you will probably watch in any other channel. This is a technique that I learned recently and that I wanted to share with all of you because I think that it's an amazing and very easy way to make this beautiful garment. It is so fast, and I'm sure that in just one day you will have this amazing poncho and you will be ready for this season. Remember that if you sell and you crochet and you need to sell, well, this is the perfect garment to make it, and I'm sure that you will sell a lot of them and you can start a business, okay? Well, if you are new in my channel, well, first I give you the material list and then I give you the step-by-step so you can make this beautiful poncho. Well, let's don't lose more time and let's start right away. I will give you the material list first. Well, to make this beautiful poncho, you will need 400 grams of burcum and a pair of needles of number 7. Remember that if you want to use the same materials that I use in all my videos, here I will leave all the information. Remember that if you want to buy and use the same materials that I use in all my videos, you can visit my online store www.lauracepeda.es. Well, with one thread of burcum and with a pair of needles of number 7, we are going to cast on the stitches like this. Remember that this is the way that I learned. I know that there are a lot of different ways to cast on the stitches, but I think that with this technique you won't have any material left. You will use the exact material that you need, and I think that it's easy and it looks beautiful. Well, let's continue. We are going to cast on 55 stitches and we are going to knit them. We are going to continue making as many rows as we need until we obtain the width of our body, okay? We are going to knit, and I already count the rows and we have 125. This is the width that I want, okay? Well, this is for a small size, okay? Now I'm going to measure to give you the exact centimeters so you can have an idea of how many rows approximately you have to make. Well, it is 130, okay? Well, now we are going to bind off all the stitches, and at the end we are going to make a different stitch for the bottom and for the collar, but I will show you how, okay? So now let's bind off like this. We are going to take 2 stitches together and come back with 1, then 2 again and come back with 1, and like this all the stitches until we finish the 50 stitches, okay? Without cutted thread we are going to continue, and here is where we are going to cast on to continue making a different stitch, okay? I will show you how. Well, like this is how we are going to cast on the stitches. Look, so this is how we are going to cast on the stitches. We are going to take 2 in each stitch, and then we are going to skip 1, okay, here in between these little pleats. So here we are going to skip 1, so we are going to continue in the next one, and we are going to reduce a little bit because this will be the collar. So we are going to skip 1, and then we are going to cast on 2 together, then skip 1, and then in the next one again 2 together. And like this is how we are going to continue casting on all the stitches. At the end I will count them and I will tell you how many stitches did I have, okay? So let's continue. Remember that we are going to skip 1 and then we are going to continue the next one making 2 together. Well, let's continue and see you when I finished. Well, I already count the stitches and I have 80. Well, now turn around, and we are going to continue knitting 2 and then pour 2. So knit 1, second one, and then pour 2. 1 and 2. Knit 1, knit 2, and pour 2. 1 and 2. Try to make this part a little bit tight. If not, you can use needles of number 6. Okay, well, then when we came back, when we finish this row, we are going to knit the ones that we knit, and we are going to pour the ones that we pour. Like this, we are going to make 5 or 6 rows. Look, here I finished the first row, and I wanted to teach you that this means that we have to knit, and when we have the thread here in front, it means that we have to pour. Okay, so let's continue. Well, I made 5 rows. Okay, if you want to make more or a bigger color where you can make more rows if you want, okay, but I like it like this with a short color, so I will leave it like that with just 5 rows. Well, once that you have the rows that you want, we are going to start to bind off, and we are going to bind off like we made before. Okay, we are going to take 2 and come back with 1, take 2 and bring 1 again. Okay, be careful, and like this the whole row. Well, when we finish to bind off, we are going to cut the thread, and look at this, it looks amazing. I love the colors, and I love the way we can work with this material. It is so easy to work with. Well, now make a knot here, and now we are going to cast on some stitches here in the bottom. Okay, so here with 1 thread we are going to make a knot, and we are going to cast on the stitches like we made before. Well, remember that for the color we take 2 together and we skip 1. Well, now in this case, like we want to increase some stitches, we are going to take 2 in different stitches, and then in the next stitch we are going to take 2 together. Look, here I have 1, and here we are going to take 1 more here in between the chain. Okay, so like this we are not going to lose any thread. So take 1 and 2, and then here in the same stitch in between the chain, look, we are going to take another 1 together. I will do it slowly so you can see how it is. Okay, like this is how we are going to continue all around the bottom of this beautiful poncho. Okay, so let's continue and see you when I finished. Well, I finished to cast on the stitches in the bottom part of my poncho, and I have 160, remember, that are the double number of stitches that we cast on in the collar. Well, in this part we are going to be very careful because we have to check which ones we take it twice and which ones we take it once. So this is how we are going to continue. Before we continue, we have to check that we have this pleat in the same side where we have the pleat where we cast on our stitches in the collar, this one. Well, now the ones that we need in the other row, we are going to pour them like this. And then the ones that we took twice, we are going to knit them like this. Okay, first I'm going to finish the board. The second one, I'm having a little bit trouble. Here you can make it loose, okay? It's not necessary that you make this row tight. then we are going to pour, then knit 2, and again pour 2. And well, in the other row, the ones that we took pour, we are going to pour them, and the ones that we knit, we are going to knit them. Okay, we are going to continue like this until we have approximately 5 or 6 rows. We will see. Okay, well, let's continue. Where here I finished 6 rows. Now we are going to pin off, but we are going to pin off in the wrong side to have the same shape here when we pinned off in the color. Okay, so that's why we are going to pin off in the wrong side to have the same touch. Well, and we are going to try to pin off loose. Okay, try to make as loose as you can. Okay, like this. If you can more, well, a little bit more. And like this is how we are going to continue with all the stitches. We are going to pin them like this with the thumb. Try to take the stitches like this so you can pull a little bit more. Okay, so let's continue like this. Well, what do you think? This is the result. And now we are going to cut our thread. And look, I have some material left. So if you want, you can make more rows. I wish I could make more rows, but well, I don't have more time. But if you have, well, you can make more rows too since the beginning. Okay, well, now we are going to sew to join this part, and we are going to cut a long thread, and we are going to look for our embroidery needle so we can sew these 2 parts. So take a long thread, and now we are going to make a knot here to make sure that this won't undo. And now with our embroidery needle, remember that with this technique we are not going to create any pleat. We are going to sew also with the eye of our needle, because with this we are not going to create any damage in the material. Okay, so this is a tip that I give you. This is a little secret. So we are going to take 1 stitch from here and 1 from here, all until we finish to join both sides until here, and then with this we'll be finished. Remember that at the end you have to hide all your threads, and this garment we are not going to iron. Okay, so let's see how it looks. Well, so what do you think? I love to make this garment, and it's so easy and fast. You can make it in different ways. Also, I was thinking that if in your country right now and in your city it's the winter, it's not coming, for example in some parts of Australia, well, you can make this garment with a light material and using the same technique, and I'm sure it will look amazing. Okay, please, if you make this garment and many other projects that I share with all of you, please take a picture and tag me. I would love to see you wearing all of these beautiful creations. Okay, but remember that right now my team, my staff, my Laura Cepeda team and my family will be in some parts of Europe. Please, if you live close from there, please visit them. Here I will leave the calendar with all the dates where they will be. Okay, remember that they will be selling all the materials and accessories that I use in all my videos. Okay, well, remember that the last 2 dates of the calendar I will be there, so I will be very happy to meet you all. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.